What's up guys, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you an achievement / platinum trophy walkthrough for the Dark Prophecy. This game is published by Ratalaika Games, and it's developed by Meridian 4. You can pick the game up today for a price of $9.99, and to get the full completion, it'll only take you around 20 minutes, following along with this guide. So this is going to be a fun little point-and-click adventure game. You can move your cursor around with the left stick, and you can change the interaction mode by using the B button. So you can move your character around by clicking with the cursor, and you can pick up items with the hand if you change the little interaction mode, and then you can also talk using the speech bubble, and you can look at stuff using the eyes. So starting off, use the B button and switch the interaction mode to the eyes, and then from there, you need to wait a few seconds until the bubbles appear in the water, and then we can go ahead and interact with them. Alright, so there's going to be a few different dialogue options throughout the game that you can choose from. It doesn't really matter if you make a wrong choice, it won't affect anything. But starting off, we can choose the top option, who are you? And then from there, we can choose the bottom option, what do you need? And then lastly, we can choose the yes, I'm ready to help in conversation option once it appears. Alright, so starting off, once you have control of your character here, you want to go over to the left side and make your way to the lake. And once we're here, we can get our first achievement for dying in the lake. So before you do that, pause, go to save, make a manual save here, and then you can go ahead and interact with the lake bottom and make your way to the bottom of the lake, and we're going to drown, and that'll unlock the deep waters achievement. Next up, you want to head over to the left side of the screen to this tree over here. You can sprint if you double tap the A button. So once you get to this tree here, change the interaction mode and pick up some leaves. Then once you have the leaves, we can head back over to the right side and make our way to the village. So starting off, make your way down to the witch on the bottom left side, change the interaction mode to the speech bubble, and talk to her. And we're going to choose the third option, Myra, you're a witch. And then from there, we're going to choose option number 4, can you give me the key to your house? And then after that, we can pick up some wheat over on the right side of the screen. Again, change the interaction menu to the hand, and pick up the wheat over here. And then once you have the wheat, we can pick up the berries just above us here in this little bush. Once you have the berries, again, pause your game and make another manual save. And then from there, you can press the Y button to pull up your inventory, and we're going to eat the berries, and that's going to unlock the Careless Eater achievement, and we're going to die. Alright, and once you have that achievement, again, pull up your inventory, and this time use the cursor, select the key, and use it on the witch's house over on the right side. Right here. That'll unlock the door, and then we can head inside. Once you're in the house, interact with the chest. And we can change the bottom middle piece to a puddle of water. And then from there, we can change the left side to a steaming puddle of water. And then the right side, change that to a rainy cloud. And if you do that correctly, that should unlock the chest. And you'll also unlock the Open Sesame achievement. And next up, click on the chest again to get the rope. And then once you have the rope, click on the book on the table over on the left side. And then we can choose the first option, deepen into reading about village history. And then you can select the only option, you've spent an hour reading. And then choose the second option, continue reading. And then again, select the only option, and then choose continue reading again, and just keep repeating that process. Just choose to keep reading again, and then eventually we're going to learn about the secret passage, and that'll unlock the Bookworm achievement. And now we can head back outside to the village. Pull up your inventory using the Y button, select the rope, and place that on the well. And now you can head down into the well. Once you're down here, pick up the root on the right side of the cave. And then from there, you can make your way over to the left side, and we're going to pick up the yellow shroom right over here. And then once you have those 2 items, we can make our way back up to the village. So climb the rope. And now we can head back into the witch's house. Once you're inside, open up your inventory and select the root. And we're going to use that on the closet right here. And that should give you the amulet. And then once you have the amulet, again, pull up your inventory and select it and place it on your character. And once you do that, we're going to be able to talk to animals. And now we can head back outside to the village, and then we can make our way to the lake over on the left side. Next up, change the interaction mode to the speech bubble, and go ahead and talk to the fish in the lake. And we can choose option number 3, bring me the skeleton stuff, please. And then choose the only option, and the only option again, and eventually they should give you the bundle. And once you have the bundle, go ahead and open up your inventory and select the bundle, and that'll give you the underwater spell and the dirty bottle. And once you have those 2 items, make your way back to the village, and then we can head back down the well. Once you're down here, open up your inventory and select the dirty bottle, and use it in the clean water here to clean it. And then once you have that, we can head back up to the village, and we can make our way into the witch's house. Once you're in the witch's house, open up your inventory and place the red leaf in the witch's pot. We're going to make a little potion. After you add the red leaf, we can go ahead and add the berry. And then we can add the yellow shroom. And then lastly, we can use the amulet as well. Now we can use the empty bottle with the pot, and that'll give you the underwater breathing potion and unlock the potion master achievement. And then before we leave, we can also pull up our inventory and select the root, and we can use that on the hot coils under the little witch's pot, and that should give you the melting stick. And then once you have those 2 items, go ahead and head back out to the village and make your way to the lake. Once you get to the lake, open up your inventory and use the breathing potion on your character. And now we can head down into the lake. And once you're down here, go ahead and pick up the rusty sword over on the left side. And then once you have the rusty sword, go ahead and head back up to the village and enter the well. Once you're down in the well, use the sword on the door over on the left side, and that'll unlock the sword and the star achievement, and then you can head through the newly opened door. Make your way over to the right, and then use the melting stick to light the torch on the wall. And then we can interact with the skeleton, and that should give you the royal sign. Once you have that, go ahead and make your way back up to the village. Once you're back in the village, head over to the castle on the right side. Talk to Guardian number 1 on the left side. And then we can choose the first option, may I enter the castle? And then the second option, look, I have this piece of cloth. And then we can head inside the castle. Once inside the castle, enter the servant's room over on the left side. And inside here, interact with the sack of potatoes to sabotage them. And then once you do that, we can go ahead and exit back outside to the courtyard. And now we can head down to the jail. And down here, you want to interact with the barrel on the right side to sabotage it. And then from there, we can make our way back up to the courtyard. And we need to talk to the steward over on the right side in front of the castle. And we can select option number 3 in the prison. And then from there, you can select option number 4, a sack of potatoes. And that should unlock the Unattended achievement. And then from there, we can make our way into the castle. And once inside, we can try to talk to the king. You'll end up back outside, and then we can head down to the jail again. And then once down here, we can talk to the secretive prisoner over on the left side. And we can select option number 1, why are you here? And then we can select option number 2, I recently met the king. And then we can select the third option, goodbye. And we can make our way back to the courtyard. And we need to talk to the little servant over on the left side. And we can select option number 1, have you not heard? And then we can say goodbye. And then from there, we can head into the kitchen over on the right side. And then we need to talk to the cook. And we can select option number 3, I was sent from the throne room. And now we can select try to make a soup. Alright, so we can start off by clicking on the first ingredient twice. And then we can click on the second ingredient once. And then we can click on the last ingredient once. And then click on the third ingredient once. And then click on the first ingredient once. And lastly, click on the last ingredient twice. And if you do that correctly, that should create the soup. And now we can head outside. And we need to enter the servant's room. So head back out to the courtyard. And then head into the servant's room over on the left side. Once you're inside, interact with the cloth, and that will reveal a chest. Interact with the chest, and then pick up the spices over on the left side. And then once you have those, you can click on the top of the chest to exit. And now we can head back to the kitchen and give the spices to the cook. Talk to the cook and select option number 3, give spices to the cook. And now we can head back out to the courtyard and then enter the throne room. Enter the wizard's room over on the left side. And once you're inside here, we need to pick up the bucket of crystals on the table, right over here. And then once you have the crystals, we can exit and we can head back out towards the village. Once you make your way outside, we need to talk to this troll here that's hiding under the bridge. So go ahead and talk to him, and we're going to select the first option, you're a troll. And then select the second option, what are you doing here? And then select the bottom option, so what? And then we can choose yes. And then we can select I have nothing. And then we can choose to point to the right hand. And now choose goodbye and head back to the village and enter the well. Once you're down in the well, we can talk to the face over on the right side, and we can select option number 2, do you know how to win? And now we can select option number 3, where can I get a lucky coin? And then select option number 4, how do I open my reseller? And then choose goodbye, and now we can head back up to the village, and we can make our way to the castle, and we need to enter the jail and talk to the prisoner. Again, make your way down to the jail, and now we can talk to the prisoner here. And we're going to choose the 4th option, could you give me a piece of your clothes? And then again, just choose the 4th option. And now we can select goodbye. And then we can head into the kitchen, and we're going to get him some soup. So head into the kitchen. Talk to the cook and select the bottom option, and then we can take the soup back to the prisoner. Talk to the prisoner and select the bottom option, give the prisoner the soup, and then he should give you a piece of cloth. And then from there, you can pull up your inventory, and you can combine the crystal with the piece of cloth. And once you have that, we can head all the way back to the village and enter the witch's house. Enter the witch's house, and once you're inside, pull up your inventory and select the crystal with the cloth and use that on the hatch here, and that'll open it up and unlock the Chamber of Secrets achievement. And now you can head down into the cellar and pick up the lucky coin. And once you have the lucky coin, you can make your way back to the castle bridge, and we can talk to the troll. Alright, so go ahead and talk to the troll and choose the bottom option. Let's play a game. And then we can choose option number 2, I can bet this coin. And then choose option number 1, point to the right hand, and that should unlock the Troll Defeater achievement. And then once you have that, go ahead and pause your game and make a manual save. And then once you have the manual save created, we can head back to the village and enter the witch's house. Alright, and once you're inside, pull up your inventory and select the pollen, and use that on the sleeping cat, Mr. Fluffy here, and he's going to wake up and kill you, and that'll unlock the Heartless achievement. And then once you respawn, you can make your way into the castle and head to the throne room. Enter the wizard's room over on the left side, and once you're inside here, we need to wake up the wizard. So again, pull up your inventory, select the pollen, and then place that on the bed. And if you do it correctly, that should wake the wizard up. For some reason, I had to do it a second time, so ignore that. Go ahead and wake up the wizard using the pollen, and once he's awake, we can go ahead and talk to him. So go ahead and talk to him, and then we can choose the first option. And then we can choose the first option again. And then lastly, we can choose the second option, and that'll be the end of the game and your full completion. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video if the guide was helpful, and please consider subscribing if you're new here for more guides just like this. And I will see you guys next time. Shout out to my Patreon supporters, Chan Span G1, Tim G84, PhazoPrimePirate, and MonarchReptar. Last but not least, shout out to my Patreon legend, Niku no Ni Oi. If you guys would like to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/CheetahsGuides.